Katpaев Timur. There is nothing farthest than the past. There's nothing nearest than the future. We, as species, have survived millions of years, all full with wars, gore, and blood. But when we were deep down in this dark abyss of history, we managed to depict quite a lot of it. And it was passed down onto us by those who came before us. Whether it was written on paper, on carved on stone, or spoken truth, we all have it. But how could we possibly use this information? How could we possibly stop all of those bloody battles and scariest of wars taking place? Can we even stop this vicious circle at all? A sole country in Asia is held responsible for trying to move away from this painful path. And this is, in fact, a nation of Kazakhstan. We as a nation have a long and complicated history. Our roots trace back to nomadic tribes scattered across the lands, surrounded by warlords and war chiefs. And we were forced to fight for the sole reason of survival. Many centuries came and went, and so did the people. Whether it was Alexander the Great, whether it was Genghis Khan, Tomiris, Oirat, we survived all of them. And we passed on those historical records. And we moved away from this bloody way of living. We came up together and created the nation of Kazakhstan. And so we've been part of it for 31 years. It's a peace-loving nation. In fact, one of our greatest achievements is the way that we have never waged a war against any sovereign nation or used our political force and tools in order to show sign of force against any nation in order to disrupt our political ties. Well, I couldn't have been any luckier to be born as a citizen of Kazakhstan. I know for a fact the value of sky right above me and green grass under my toes, as I have never experienced any horrors of war or lost any of my countrymen on the battlefields long way from here. Many could say this is a small achievement, but I adore it quite greatly. In fact, I love the way that I have never experienced any of that. And I know for sure that this is my mission, to create peace and freedom and pass this wheel to the next generation. Because just think of it, the price of freedom and respect has never been this high. Isn't it just great to live?